I'm reading The Insider's Guide to Betrayal by Donald Finnaeus Mayo, published by Times Books in 2017. Most of all, I'm frightened. Technically, I'm no longer a member of the IRA. I met up with Fergal briefly, after he returned from Spetsies, and told him I didn't want to be involved in any more operations. He accepted my resignation, told me we would never meet again, and that so long as I never divulged what I knew, who I'd worked with, what I had done, I was free to move on with my life. But none of that will count for anything now. I should get out while I still can. If I catch a train to Bristol, I can fly to Dublin, and from there make my way up to a border country. Or would Heathrow be better? Or a ferry from Holyhead? Won't they be watching all the ports and airports for just such a contingency? The idea of making my way to a safe house, somewhere in County Monaghan or Louth, is appealing, but might I not be safer remaining where I am? I dare not return to the north, and it would be far too dangerous to make any journey via Belfast. But what about Simon? Perhaps one day I will be able to tell him, when we have children and grandchildren, or when our day comes and the British finally leave Ireland. Until then, I have to hold my nerve. Fergal's warnings notwithstanding, it's too dangerous to tell anyone about my involvement, however peripheral. If I am honest with myself, I can't really predict how he might react to such news. He seemed shocked at the bombing, more upset than I would have guessed from his liberal views and understanding of the situation. He's looking closely at me now, and I still haven't answered his question. From somewhere, I vaguely remember the best way to avoid being tripped up during a cross-examination is to tell as few lies as possible, deviating from the truth only where absolutely necessary. It's time to get out before things get too weird. My urge is to run, taking Simon with me. But how could I ever explain the need to put distance between myself and my crime? And where would we go, anyway?